Welcome back, everyone. I really apologize to those of you who really missed my sultry and sweet voice last episode. But yeah, my recording software, OBS, apparently was tired of listening to me ramble on like I usually do. But yeah, I didn't say anything particularly like that interesting about the game yesterday. I was really tired. I only got 1 hour of sleep that night, and I had been going to the gym despite that for about an hour and so on. So yeah, but I still wanted to get an episode out for you all. So hope you enjoyed, despite or perhaps you even enjoyed it more because of the lack of commentary. So I hope that you all are still having a fantastic weekend. I am recording this on Sunday, um, and that you are feeling well. Please comment down below if you have any questions or thoughts or feelings about the channel or life in particular. I like to hear from you, and I appreciate every view I get and every subscription. Thank you, everyone. Okay, let's continue with Greenland, shall we? So, what do we have to interact with around here? We have Catty Casino Goer, Catty, Busking Casino Goer. Okay, let's just start interact with Vince. Let's inspect the fountain.
The fountains outside Pandemonium are a gaudy display. In a place like the Lowers, where ordinary people struggle to get clean water, these spew torrents of the stuff over a pool of filthy coins.
Scrutinize the coins, and that's a phantom. A check at 83%, an easy one. Roll them dice. We're at the casino after all. No problemo. 17 XP gain.
A bright spot catches my eye and my hands dart into the water, emerging with a sparkling diamond engagement ring. I'm guessing this fountain didn't bring the wearer the luck they were hoping for.
Hmm. Yeah. Maybe someone actually dropped it at the fountain, so someone might be looking for it. Let's keep it.
I slide the diamond into my pocket. If finding a penny brings good fortune, picking a diamond out of a fountain must mean Lady Luck owes me a favor.
So what's this? The diamond ring could be sold for some value, $40. And it's not contraband, so fine. Diamond ring worth $40. It must be a fake diamond then, or a really minuscule one. Uh, let's interact with Catty
Oh
Casino
my,
Goer.
68. I wish I could be as active as Marm at that age. Did you know she still makes all her weekly appearances? Why, I hear she'll be present at the...
Okay, let's inspect the second fountain.
The fountain's flush with enough coin to tempt any slots addict into taking a dip. I watch a twitchy-handed woman gaze longingly at its waters, under the security's watchful eye.
Sure. Oh, I'm gonna throw in. Yeah, let's toss in $1 for some luck.
Zio used to say, scrimp and save every advantage you can get for a rainy day. I rub a coin for luck and add it to the pool of spent wishes.
Let's interact with the busking casino goer.
Hello, my friend. Test your hands in a game of nimbleness and daring. The name of the game is Snapdragon. All you gotta do is snatch a raisin from the jaws of the flaming brandy, and you win a prize.
Play around. So that's a dodger check. And that's 83% easy. Toss some dice. 17 XP gained.
What the hell? Deal me in. The dealer lights the glass. Blue and orange flames leap along the brim, but its looks are scarier than its bite. The flames only lick my palms as I pull free a warm and slightly sweetened raisin.
Congratulations! Say, you seem like a bold lady. If you liked that, there's plenty more coming, courtesy of Soap Jackson.
Soap? Marm knows someone else is running a racket on her doorstep?
No, Soap would never. She invited him to host her birthday bash, and it's not a Soap Jackson party if everyone's not having a ring-a-ding time.
Ring-a-ding time. Ring-a-ding-ding. Oh, ravishing. Okay, so let's continue our way in, shall we? I'm just wondering, why are we able to interact with this fountain?
The fountain's flush with enough coin to tempt any slots addict into taking a dip. I watch a twitchy-handed woman gaze. Let's hope this place hasn't worn out Lady Luck yet.
Okay, I don't know why we are still able to interact with that fountain, but fine.
You know, not one of those Zoes knows Dreamland like she does, and that includes Miss Seltzer. Why should she hand the keys to a pack of inexperienced chicks?
So you have more things to add.
You know, not one of those Zoes knows Dreamland like she does.
Okay, so that was it for you.
Oh, sorry, miss. Only one play per person. You'll have to wait for Marm's birthday, or stop by Soap's for more.
Okay. Okay, let's enter Pandemonium.
Bright lights, loud sounds, potent smells. Pandemonium is as much a fortress as it is a casino, surviving even the fire that charred it to the bone. Marm simply rebuilt it, as big and gaudy as ever.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that it looks like more of a fortress than a casino. It looks like a vault with a very, very high ceiling and also like a cruise ship almost. A mall.
It's a siren call to every sucker, but I don't make it 3 steps forward before I'm accosted.
Miss Giovanna, Miss Sulzer sends her warmest welcome. She's expecting you at her personal table on the 2nd floor.
All right.
Thanks, pal. I'll head up in a sec.
Oh, before you proceed upstairs, Miss Giovanna, we're accepting presents from Magdalene Weiss to celebrate her birthday. A gift is highly encouraged if one intends to use our facilities.
Uh-huh. You mean you like a little something something? Ain't getting too much tips, are you, Pally Pal?
Not even the concierge's stone-cut face can hide the faintest ugly crack as he looks me over. But I've dealt with harder stiffs at the glass cage. I'll see what I can rustle up on short notice.
Yeah, we might give away that diamond ring, although I don't think that's particularly of interest to her. So let's look up. What do we have here? Nothing to eat. Did I see something? No. Yeah, I can see everything is glittering, but it's a bit hard to make out when everything is so shiny. It's actually hard to make out what we are able to interact with here. Let's start with the statue interact.
The effigy of Magdalene Marm Weiss graces me with her life story on a golden plaque. Orphan to barren. Not a line dedicated to any of the dark deeds done to get there, though.
It's actually hard for me to make out anything from when it's this zoomed out, but and I don't want to miss anything. I have no idea what that text is saying other than interact, so let's interact. Yeah, this is a perfect opportunity to point out some accessibility options. So in this case, it would have been really nice being able to manipulate or change the font size of the text in the game. And yeah, I can see why that might be a problem since everything needs to fit into these boxes here. So I don't know how difficult that would be to utilize or put in the game, but still it would have been nice. I think that even if you are almost blind like I am, it's still hard to read this text, for example. But anyway, I think we can interact with this. So
The
let's
light
do
past the
that.
doorway is blotted out by a hulking shadow. The gorilla crosses his arms, nodding at a nearby basket.
Paying patrons only.
Tell him it's already taken care of. Smooth talker. Pay the birthday tax. $60. Or find another way. Nope. We are doing a smooth talker, and it's a trivial. It's a trivial one. 97% chance of succeeding. Tell him it's already taken care of. We almost failed. Game, your probability of succeeding or failure is so not on point in this game.
This about the birthday gift? I cleared it with Soph. She said to bring my gift later. He weighs my story like he's checking the heft of a club. Marm's getting all kinds of valuables. That dinosaur skeleton wasn't just dragged through the door and dropped in a basket either, right? Apparently it's good enough. He steps aside.
Are you trying to insult me, Miss Salzer?
No, I didn't want to go upstairs. We have more to interact with down there. I sure hope we haven't missed out on anything right now. Okay. I would have liked an option to continue upstairs or not. Damn it. All right.
A manila folder slaps the table like a white glove. The challenger locks eyes with the woman across from him, daring her to flinch or draw.
I've been doing business with Marm since before you could even stand up to her skirts. I've built half the streets you walk on, and you repay me by showing me this garbage.
We have other properties, of course. However, this offer is not an insult. Think of it as a token of Marm's esteem. A chance to get ahead of a gold rush. This property is awful, and some competitors have already backed out. What they've overlooked is that this is non-dock land. We're unable to add new islands to it, so we intend to add a beach.
A beach, eh? My wife and I recently visited one of the Uppers beaches to get away from the Coney Island mobs. But you know Uppers folk. They quibble about social propriety, but we can't here.
No, doesn't look like we can go back downstairs for the moment. I sure hope we didn't miss out on anything down on that floor. What are we able to interact with up here? Only you. Okay, Sophie, let's have a chat.
You seem quite passionate. How would you see a beach, then, for honest locals like us? Not the tourists. Giovanna! It's been an age!
She beams at me with a swell of sentimentality. Before I can process it, she rises and sweeps me into a hug like we're long-lost sisters.
Oh, I'm so happy to see you. But I'm afraid you're early. I told you, open bidding for Steeple Boardwalk doesn't begin until tomorrow.
What? She's bidding too.
She is. Giovanna's new money. A change of pace from the usual competitors. What was it you wanted the boardwalk for again? You made it sound quite ambitious.
Say you'll do something grand with it. Say you'll do something frivolous. Let's go with grand.
I was thinking I'd cover the whole square in lights. Maybe build a Ferris wheel and run some air shows. Hire some stunt flyers from the Uppers to run shows daily.
Well, well. Good luck, because you won't be doing that on Steeple. Miss Seltzer, I've made up my mind. Send the paperwork to my people for review.
He leaves the table with a victorious smile and a head full of plans. But his smile's got nothing on Sophie's.
Well done. Thank you, darling. That man has been exhausting to deal with.
I can imagine.
Uh-huh. Any truth to this gold rush?
No more than anywhere else. It will be beautiful once he cleans up the trash and patches the cracks. And the locals are nice. If you pay well enough.
Grill her justifications. Ask what happens to the investor. No, let's start. Advance the conversation, advance the conversation. Yeah, what will happen to the investors?
And when he finds out it's not what you sold him on?
People who spend that kind of money never want to believe they've made a bad deal. He'll find every way to justify it to himself with barely a word from me.
I sure hope you're right on that account.
She hooks my arm in hers and leads me to the table. Along the way, I spot her enforcer by the stairs, and black and gold clad staff milling about the floor. Not worried about eavesdroppers?
This is my table, which makes it the house's table. Anyone who's fond of their ears will give us privacy, or learn to live without one.
All right, enough of the pleasantries. Apollo said you'd know how to get into Marm's vault.
Yes, I'm sure our tall, dark, and fiery-tempered friend has told you all about me. But I've never met you.
That's my line. You're Marm's right-hand woman. How do I know you aren't looking to double-cross us and get a free ticket to the top?
Yeah, you might have met someone who is able to reach your level. Yeah?
Because, quite simply, there are far less complicated ways to destroy the underground and take my place in Dreamland than a Machiavellian heist.
She gathers the cards. shuffling them as easily as she breathed.
Do you play Kill the King?
I've played a few rounds. Why?
Just a friendly game. You can learn a lot about a person from how they play.
Kill the King? Is that a poker variant or a blackjack variant? I like both.
And what's this friendly game going to cost?
How about a secret? Losers share something they've never told anyone else. We deal in a lot of currencies in Dreamland, but few are as valuable as information.
Ask Sophie for a refresher of Kill the Kings.
What rules are we using?
Crown reversal, to keep things simple. Every round, we pick a card to duel. Queen beats king, jack beats queen. Numbers that add up to 10 or more beat jack. And aces beat everyone except the king.
Okay, think I get it.
First woman to 10 wins.
Ask Sophie what she learns from cards.
You said you learn a lot about someone from how they play.
Yeah, and I agree with that. That's a really good way of learning to read someone, because of poker face, that standard term and everything. But also more than that, it's how they strategize, what they choose to do under pressure, and yeah, I like poker.
You see, an aggressive player might be risk-friendly, while a defensive player only makes safe deals. The most pleasant person might have a horrible temper while under stress. Or they simply prefer number cards. Like me.
Yeah, ask for a fresh deck.
Hold up. If we're playing, I want a fresh deck.
A new deck? Really, Giovanna? Do you distrust me that much already?
No, I don't. I just noticed you shuffle it around a bit when we got up here and during our conversation. So, yes, a new deck, please.
Would you trust you? She inhales softly, rolling her eyes playfully while she signals a staff member. The decks are swapped, and a shuffled hand is passed across the table. We trade blows across a polished table. King versus king, numbers versus queen, numbers versus numbers.
Oh, we don't get to play?
I thought Eli's killer would be a little taller.
Same to you. Apollo said he had a mole. Wasn't expecting Marm's second. We peer over our cards. Sophie's poker face is as calm as a lake. I see if I can make ripples.
Play numbered cards, play jack cards. So numbered cards up to 10 beats jack, but not more than that. If we get an ace, it beats everything except for the king. Yeah, actually, let's play jack cards. Play jack card, play number.
Jack of spades. Sophie gracefully hands me a queen. What's your angle? You aren't just Marm's second, you saved her life.
You sound suspicious.
Because it doesn't add up. A fire nearly takes Marm out with her casino. They don't catch the culprit, but they see you pulling Marm to safety. A few weeks later, she names you her heir. We slide our cards forward, locking edges. From where I'm standing, you're either throwing away a comfy life, or you're planning an upgrade.
Oh, which one I want is no secret. I want what the underground wants.
Her card scratches my glove as we flip. Ace takes numbers.
You know, I played Mr. Valentine in that very chair. He was Mom's favorite gentleman criminal and excellent at cards.
Ah, we didn't get any choices here. We played a jack. It's not a numbered card, whatever. We are not playing a literal card game, so let's just.
Excellent at getting himself shot, too.
But the madrigals weren't to your taste? I hear they made out quite well after a run-in with 8-Shot. So well, they've stopped taking work from us to focus on a new venture.
Her 7 and 10 mob my jack. I watch her fingers worry along the edges of a card. 1 jack's left. How many aces and kings?
Your history. Valentine, Eli. I wonder, what does 8-Shot Randazzo want with Dreamland? Are you looking to add another Baron to your dashboard?
Look, Sophie. Do I look like a bloodthirsty sadist to you? I'm a smuggler. I'm not here for some vendetta. I'm just a gal looking to get paid.
And in order to finance a better future for yourself. Yes.
I take a chance on King of Clubs. She clubs me with a queen.
Okay. Play numbered
A
cards.
7 and a 4. I take her jack and add a point to my pile. You want to trade reps? Let's start with yours. The Benedict Casino, the Juno Silk Heist, the disappearance of Dropper Brody. Any of that true?
Now. No one's ever proven that Dropper and I have even been in the same room.
Ace and King of Hearts. I hand her my ace.
Focus on the game.
We continue firing cards at each other. Sophie shoots down my card and the next, building a tidy sum of points on her side of the table. A few more hands like this and she'll sweep.
Look for an edge. Gumshoe. Easy. 83% chance of succeeding. Play aggressive and start cheating. Enforcer. And we are not very enforcery. We are not an yeah. Near impossible, only 8%. Play defensively. No, let's look for an edge. Gumshoe, roll them dice. We succeeded. 17 XP.
Zio Alfonso never played an honest game in his life. And I see Sophie holding her cards the same way he did. 2 cards layered flush against each other. Your hand's looking a little stacked. Grab an extra card?
Oh, well look at that. It must have happened during our last hand.
Uh-huh. Your casino's gotta have rules for that. Forfeit or penalty?
Since we're close to the end, let's call it a penalty and strike a point from my pile. Shall we?
I think we rather go with you lost, lady.
1 point's good enough to tip the board. Luck comes back to my side of the table. For every hand she grabs, I take back 2, narrowing the gap. We throw down our final cards. My queen kills her king.
Nice. Card shark indeed,
Well,
eh?
beautiful game, darling. As much as it pains me to admit it. Now then, shall we settle up? What secret of mine do you wish to know?
So every one of these will continue the conversations. We will only be able to ask one of these. Ask about how she fell in with the underground. Ask if she had anything to do with the pandemonium fire. Ask about the disappeared Baron. Yeah, I want an honest read on you and your reasoning. Since we are gonna be working together, this sounds intriguing. Asking about the disappeared Baron, but we don't know if he knows anything about that, and it could be useful in the future, um, depending. I mean, he might be dead, but also we might be able to find him and get a reward or some influence, but I doubt it. And I'm more interested in getting to know what type of person I'm getting into bed with here. Ask about how she fell in with the underground.
All right, cards on the table. How's the heiress of one of the biggest baronies in the lowers fall in with an anti-baron group?
Believe it or not, Apollo, dear. You see, even barons are susceptible to jet-setting Playboy movie stars. He said he was here to location scout, and Marm told me to ensure he had a good trip.
Mm, are you in love? What? Wait. So, are you still like infatuated with Diamond, or did it start out that way and you fell into the cause itself?
A whirlwind night, a few close calls, and an intensely honest conversation later, we realized we had a few things in common.
What are
A
those?
taste for silks and pricey liquor?
Those two, but I can enjoy that in other company. Far less often I find someone who agrees on how Dreamland could be better.
And how is that?
And Apollo's passion can be quite infectious. When he isn't pretending to be dopey-eyed or threatening to burn everything down.
Hmm. So we might have not seen the true side of Diamond then.
Anyway, if you're satisfied, maybe we can talk about the job. Starting with how we're getting to the vault.
Of course, we'll need information. Fortunately, everything we need is right below.
Ah, nice. So we might be able to get back to that area that we so abruptly left without getting the choice to do so or not.
She waves a gloved hand over the railing, directing my gaze to the bustle below. No wonder she'd seen me coming. The whole floor's laid bare like pieces on a chessboard.
No one cares if you gawk. Everyone knows the house is always watching.
The view's dizzying. 1,000 sounds and images and characters play out. But before I can pick which one to follow, something snuffs them out. Hushed silence steals through pandemonium, like a reaper through a dying town. Sophie, what's going on?
The queen of the house. You've arrived just in time to see how she works.
New objective, scout, pandemonium, and the mission updated. Oh, yeah, okay. Anything to interact with here? Okay, let moving people. Moving people. Inspect.
Who's handling Marm's loot?
Matzi Brothers Moving Company. A local group. Marm has an exclusive contract with them to move items from the hall to the vault. One of the very few people allowed to lay even a finger on her wealth without a trip to the underline.
Underline. Uh-oh.
The cart's barely enough to make a molehill in Marm's hoard. How are we going to clear out the whole vault?
Security. Inspect.
Every one of Marm's goons is wearing iron and muscle under pressed suits, but none of them make crowds part faster than the Dreamland doe walking the floor. I thought Pandemonium was yours.
It's Marm's. I simply manage it for her. She owns everything in Pandemonium, including every dear heart on payroll.
Two armies hired by cash and devotion. We're not leaving with Marm's money without a fight.
It's really hard to see what we are able to interact with. Let's listen into the conversation between Marm and Ifresel.
Part poisonous viper, part soothing vixen. Magdalene Weiss is an ancient dragon in the lowers. Beauty, elegance, and deadliness hold her above her age and the masses.
Hello, my darling guests. I trust you are all enjoying your stay. I walked through these halls, and do you know what I saw? Full pockets, smiles, eager for the chase, and then the rest of you.
Something I don't quite get about this game is why we are hiding. I don't know if it's something to do with my resolution or if it's built this way, because yeah, we're only able to see like an eighth of this character. So yeah, I don't know. It's really strange if it's built that way. So that might be they might need to patch this if this isn't meant to be the case. Anyway.
The aged Baron's laugh is a silky rumble vibrating off cavernous walls.
Now, I ask you to pause your games for a little diversion. A game between myself and one of my beloved dolls. Elizabeth, say hello.
The young woman on the platform waves as she enters the arena. Sharp uniform, polished goggles, muscles raring for a fight. She jabs a finger at some sap at the slot machines.
Hey, you with the gross tie! Get your greasy paws off the level while Mom's talking. This is a prime entertainment.
Ah, you see how protective she is, and so confident. Some of you must already be familiar with her achievements. The Dreamland Hippodrome, the Schuster Cup, and of course, the surprise conquest of Belmont Castles.
It's a moment out of a greeting card. The elderly Baron's hand on her adopted daughter's shoulder. An indulgent smile on her face, but the borders are dark. Lizzie's shoulders tighten as she takes her seat.
Ask if this happens often.
These card shows happen often? Or this a special occasion?
Both. You see, we all get a turn in that chair. It's about quality time with Marm and showing off to her guests. But Lizzie's in the hot seat. Castles was supposed to become another lieutenant's territory until Lizzie took it. And now Marm's in one of her moods.
What? She's mad the wrong doe took it? What does it matter who gets the job done? It's still Dreamland's banners going up.
The problem, Giovanna, is that Lizzie didn't get permission. Marm will call it triumph in the headlines, but she'll never allow Lizzie to get away with overstepping her. It sets a bad precedent.
Ask about Lizzie's odds. Not could I take it, or is the Baroness a bit of a daredevil, perhaps playing it fair? But I Highly doubt it.
Who would you put money on?
Are you asking me for a bet?
I couldn't afford your rate. I just want to know if your sister's got a shot.
Then I'll do you a favor and spare your wallet. No, not in the slightest.
Mm-hmm. Watch the game as I suspected.
The slow draw of cards. The Sato voices calling their bets. The friendly facade splits into bloodshed with their opening hands. First hand, Lizzie throws a valiant play. Marm slaps it down with ease. Second hand, Lizzie tries another angle. Marm cuts her off, carving through Lizzie's chips and pride. The doe's more prey than knight. By the fifth hand, her hands weaken, from bold to timid. Fingers dance between cards indecisively. I can feel her desire to retreat from here.
Call or fold, girl?
I call.
I tear my eyes off them. I didn't come here to watch a beating. Sophie said the intel we need is below. All I gotta do is find it.
Okay, so we are not able to get down to the floor below. What am I missing here? Okay. Let's listen in to the conversation between Marm and Lizzie.
I give the game another glance. Marm continues batting away Lizzie's assault with elegance and power.
Started the game. We have a chance of winning, of succeeding this toss of the dice, but not a huge one. Let's try it anyway. Study the game. Really close.
Something tickles my curiosity. Zio once called Marm a great white among sharks, but something's fishy.
Damn it, we rolled an 8 and we needed a 9.
I've had some long lucky streaks, but never the kind that wins me every hand. How's she doing it?
Mar makes her own luck in every way possible. It's part of her mystique.
Ah, damn it. Wait a second, I thought we had... No, we don't have anything... I'm just checking to see what utilities we have. So we have reroll failed smooth talker. What else do we have? We have reroll failed enforcer checks. Reroll failed geometry. Okay, so we don't have anything for strategists to reroll strategist checks.
Every patron holds their breath, but there's not a quiver of fear. Their ghoulish smiles spread, mouths slavering in anticipation.
Casino patrons.
The crowd's a sea of bloodlust. I break them into individual numbers in my head. Too many bodies break between us, the vault and the exit. Pandemonium got any slow days?
It's near Marm's birthday, so no. The celebration is a weeks-long affair. We have tourists coming in from all over the world, and it's only going to get busier the closer we are to the big day.
So, we need to find a way to get them out of the way. The hall holds its breath for the final blow. A full house coming down on a meager high card.
Over already? My, what a game! Don't you agree, Elizabeth?
Sure was. You were amazing, Marm.
The crowd applauds, taken in by the heartwarming display. The bustle returns to the hall. Tables fill with smiles and vices, but Marm and Lizzie remain on the platform. Baron Magdalene Weiss turns her razor-sharp gaze towards the balcony. I'm caught, staring down the maw of the beast. But I'm not the intended target.
Excuse me, Giovanna. I need to see what Marm wants.
Think she's on to us?
I doubt it. If anyone checks my appointments, all they should see is I was meeting an old friend of no importance. On that note, please avoid drawing attention until I'm back.
Will try my best.
She disappears with the flutter of her cape. Despite what she says, my eyes follow her down to the ground floor. Maybe I should listen in.
Sneak closer to listen. It's a high chance of succeeding at 72%. Observe from a distance. No, let's be bold. Let's try this one. XP gained 18 and we sneak a bit closer.
If information's currency, I need every bit I can get. My silent steps follow Sophie's trail and come out near a stairwell. Nearby crowds have scattered, but Sophie smooths her cloak of armor and walks into the den.
Marm! Lizzie! Excellent game as always. Can I tempt either of you into a drink at the bar? On me, of course. Frida's developed a delicious new cocktail that does wonders as a refresher.
Ah, Sophia, you are too kind. How is someone to grow without constructive criticism, You watched our game. What did you think of Elizabeth's play towards the fifth hand?
I strain my ears and catch something that doesn't belong. I scramble back into the doorway, seconds before Doe and her lightly clacking heels pass by.
Well, Lizzie, simply put, you weren't aggressive enough.
Weren't aggressive enough? Are you going blind?
My eyes work quite well, which is why I saw what most of the hall did. You second-guessing your cards. You knew the rules of the day. You were told to sell a complete loss, but you nearly blew the show over a moment of ego.
Fantastic! You see? Even Sophia sees it. Oh, but don't look so sour. There's always room for improvement. Next time, you will not hesitate to follow the rules, yes?
Yes.
No, Mom. It won't happen again.
We might be able to solve some even more dissension between these two lovely ladies, Mom and her second so-called daughter.
Her face is hot enough to tint her goggle lenses red. She spits fire at the only target she has.
Thanks a lot, Princess.
She races off, slamming the doors behind her. It could have been an act of rage or a cry for help, but Marm's already dismissed her for her other daughter. All it takes is a gesture, and Sophie lends Marm her ear. All it takes are whispered words, and Sophie's whole body becomes a frozen lake. I'm left to wonder as I hurry back to my seat. A few minutes later, Sophie returns. Despite her calm face, her movements are choppy. Looked serious down there. What did Marm want?
Patrol, and it can't wait.
Sophie, you can't just take off. We weren't done talking.
Well, hurry up then. We'll chat on the road. Think of it as a guided tour.
Yeah, Kyle, mission completed. New level lead, reach, mission updated, investigate the game flaw, mission complete, Yax Wild.
So, where's this guided tour taking us?
Don't look so suspicious. We're simply making a quick visit to the downtown exchange. The place where, for the right price, Everything your heart desires can be bought, sold, or bartered. Have you visited?
Not since my 21st birthday.
My. That has been a while. You'll find it's changed a bit. Shall we?
Cress is where she said she'd be, sitting with the cars and scaring off snooty valets. I feel like I'm stepping onto an icy river as Cress and Sophie trade appraising looks.
Sophie?
Indeed. Miss Carter, correct? A pleasure to finally meet you, darling. I've heard so much about you.
Then you should already know. I don't give away information as freely as whoever you're gossiping with.
I feel the warning crack beneath the ice. I thought we were in a hurry. Their problem?
Not at all. We're simply getting to know each other, aren't we?
Yeah, sure. I figure I've got your number.
Sophie recruited. When are we gonna get Nellie as a companion? I wonder if we will at all, actually. Sophie is a bon vivant with a conscious and complicated woman who enjoys her luxurious lifestyle but wishes to better the lives of those around her. Clever, charming, and resourceful, she operates as Marm's right-hand woman. Drives cooks, sedans, flatbeds, attributes hustles and smarts. We might want to respect you if that's the case. So, let's check out our new companion. Oh, you are sitting at 10. Ah, so we can spec you out. But you're only able to grab smooth talk and smarts. I need to think about this. Strategies might be applicable to you. We might actually give you some phantom and yeah, I need to give this a bit of a thinky dink. And we also leveled up. We only have 1 point and Cress has 1. I think this is a fine cut-off point, so thanks for watching. Hope you are enjoying yourself and have a fantastic rest of your day. See you all in the next one.